I had a friend send me a picture of a knot that was on the end of a set of reins that he got to do a repair because the eye was broke. So he had to replace the end knot. And that knot had herringbone bights on the left and Sobre Pineapple bights on the right. Now, the knot on the reins was tied with multi-strands, but I could see that I could tie this knot by tying an 11-part 4-bight Casa Knot and then interweaving it with two 5-part 2-bight knots to create the 10-part 4-bight interweave knot for this knot. So I'd like to show you how to tie it because I just saw it was kind of an interesting knot. And it's been a while since I did a video. So to tie this knot, you start just like tying a 9/4, which a lot of people call a turn and a half. And so you go around like that. I'd call that 2 wraps, but a turn and a half. So you go over in the back, then over in the top, and then you're going over, over. Then you start your under, over, under, over, and then under, over. And I got a twister too. There we go. Now that completes a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 part 2-bight knot. That is going to be the interweave that we tie when we tie our knot. But that is the knot. You tie a 5-2 to tie a 9/8, or if you cross, and a 9/8 would be done with an enlargement process number 2 that's on the right hand side. We're going to go under the standing end and then under again to follow the left hand side of the standing part. That is an enlargement process number 2 on a turn and a half knot. 2 wraps. Okay, so we're following this side, so it's over, under, under, out of the knot. And we want to be over here on this side because that is where our string is going to be in the finished knot. And then we'll fill in between here and here. Okay, since we come out under, now we're going to go in under this bight. We're doing the same thing in this strand is doing, or the opposite of this string, whichever way you want to look at it. So it's under 1, over 2, and under 1. And now it is over 2 and under 1. And right here's our standing end. So we do our over 2, under 1, and over the standing end to go to the left hand side. Now this bight right here, it's under right there, it's under right there. We've got to go under it to get into our tracks. So under 1, over 2, under 1, and then it is over 2, under one, over one. So there's our over two, under one, over one. Now see that bite right there that's trying to hide on us? We got to go under it to get inside of our tracks. So we just lift it out right there and we go under it. And that puts us inside of our tracks. And now it's just over one, under one, all the way down. So now we go over one, under one, over one, and under one. Now over one, under one, over one, out of the knot. And that finishes our 11 part. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 4 bights. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to tie that 5-2 that we started this knot with. We're going to tie it as an interweave. But doing that, I'm going to take this out, our standing end. I'm going to pull it out, and I'm going to bury it under those 2 strands. So it's doing an under 3. Now we got to finish this part of our casa knot since we pulled that out. So this is coming out over, under, and that finishes our casa knot. Then buried that end. Now we're doing a herringbone interweave on this end. So we're going to start this the same as a herringbone interweave. So we're doing it to the left hand side of our standing end. And we're following our standing part right here, over, under, so now it's over, under, and where we started this as a herringbone, if we went over and under right there for herringbone, because that's your herringbone X right there. This is our pineapple X. So if you were doing a pineapple and you started on the right hand side, you could do a pineapple under that X. But we're going to do a sobre pineapple, which is an over. So we go over that X and under right there. And that gives us a sobre pineapple. Now we're following this strand right here below us. And the way you know which strand, when you come out, the strand you come out with is the strand that you follow. So we're coming out the same as this one, so we follow this one. We go over one, under one, and split a pair. Now whenever you split a pair, now we'll have to go over 2. So now we're going to go over 2, under 1, over 1, under 1, and we're going over that standing end that we buried at the start of our casa knot. So it's over 2, under 1, over 1, under 1, over 1, and under the X for our herringbone right there. under our herringbone X. And we're following this strand, so it's under one, over one, split a pair, and under two. Over one, under one, over one, split a pair, so it's under two. Now we do our over our Sobre for our Sobre Pineapple, and over the X plus one more to split that pair. And whenever you split a pair, oh wait, no we don't. We're going to go over the X, under, because we're following this one, over the X, under, and split a pair, and then over two. I almost led you astray. So now it's over two, over two, under one, split a pair, over two, under one, split a pair, so then it'd be an over two, under one, split a pair, and then it's going to be over two and under our X for our herringbone. Okay, now right here, this strand finished our Casa Knot and went in there, and that would be our Casa Knot. And right here is where we started our first interweave, is right there. Now we're going to go over one, under two, and see how we meet up with our first interweave. That finishes our first interweave. Now to start our second interweave, we need to be in this path over here. So we're going to just duck under this X. So we went under here. Now we're going to go over and under that X to get into our other path to start our new interweave. So this is our second interweave knot right here. And we split a pair coming out, so we got to go over two, under one, split a pair, over two, under one, split a pair, so we split a pair, so we got to go over two, under one, split that pair. Now here's our X, but we got one more, so it'll be a 3X. So it's over two, turn and go over that one for our 3X, split a pair, go under two. So now we go over one, split a pair, under two, we split a pair, so we go over two, we split a pair, so we go under two. Now we're going to go over one, split a pair, under two, and right there is where we started our. So now we're going to go over one and under a 3X. So it's under two there and back under one there for our herringbone. And see, right down there underneath is where we started our second interweave. Okay, so now we split a pair coming out, so we go over 2, we go under 1 to split a pair coming out. We split a pair, so we go over 2, we split a pair going in, so we go under 2, we split a pair coming out, so we got to go over 2, and then we're going to go under 1 and split a pair. Oh, we split a pair, so we got to go over 2. We split a pair going in, so we got to split a pair coming out. And it's that strand right there. It was hiding under that Sobre Pineapple bite. Now we got to go over a 3X. Over 2 this way and 1 that way, and we split a pair going in. So we go under 2, over 2, splitting a pair, under 2. We split a pair coming out, so we got to go over 2, split a pair going in, so we go under 2, split a pair coming out, go over 2, split a pair, under 2, split a pair, and now we go over 2 and split this pair right here. See our pair? So we go over 2, split that pair, and we go under 2 that way and under 1 that way. And see, this is a pair. So we split a pair going in, go under 2, back under 1, splitting a pair. Now we got to go over 2 and see this pair right here. There and there. We go over 2, split the pair, and under 2, and that brings us to the start of our second interweave, and that finishes our knot. So it's got herringbone bights on this side and Sobre Pineapple bights on that side. I hope you've enjoyed watching this, and I hope you'll try to tie this knot. Thank you for watching.